Hey, how's it going? I have an interesting article to for you today. It's from the the Moscow Times. You can look it up, moscow.com. Now, Russia or Russian waters has a mercenary, I don't like using that word, a mercenary group called the Wagner Group. Now, this group was sent out to different countries to alleviate these countries of certain problems they were having due to their military not being able to do it or not having the capability of doing it. And interestingly enough, there are some countries that do not have the ability to get rid of certain factions within their country that they cannot alleviate due to whatever reason. Now, and I did a report a couple of months ago on Mali. Mali paid $10 million to the Wagner Group to come in to get rid of their Al Qaeda Islamic extremist problems. So they came in and they sort of like got rid of the problem. Now, the problem became was when they were also getting rid of innocent people. And when I say get rid of, I mean go to the great beyond. That's what I mean. Now, what the Al Qaeda and other Islamic extremists, what they were doing was they were dressing up and living amongst the average citizen within Mali. Now, by the Al Qaeda and Islamic extremists, they would threaten the people that lived there to be silent. So, this one incident that I gave a report on was that 200 people were eliminated, and some of them, a number of them, were innocent. Now, the thing is that if you have extremists or people that are bullying you where you live, and then you have somebody to come in to alleviate you of your problem, you're too afraid to say, that's him, that's her. They're too afraid to point them out. So, what they do is, okay, well, if you don't want to say it, I'll just swipe a good number of you and I'm going to get you. That was the issue. And I'm not making light of it because it's a horrible situation. Now, which goes into this article about Andrei Medvedev. Andrei Medvedev is an ex commander of the Wagner group. Okay. Now, this ex commander flees from Russian waters and goes to Scandinavian countries. Now, I'm going to summarize this because it's a little long and I don't want to make this video long. He he flees to Norway asking for asylum. Now, Norway speaks several different languages. Now, what threw Andre over the edge was two things, maybe a little bit more, but I'm going to summarize it or condense it. He said that he went to the eastern Ukraine and he was fighting over there and he didn't like the way that they were being treated. They were being treated like cattle and basically expendable. I'm thinking, okay, this is quite interesting. They're expendable. Why are they expendable? Any military wants to keep their soldiers, but keep in mind, I just said that they were mercenaries. To me, mercenaries normally come from ex military people that simply go out to resolve people's situations for a certain amount of money. Not the Wagner Group. I stand corrected. The Wagner Group recruited their people from Russian waters jails, trained them, and then said, okay, we want you to do this. And then if you make it back, you get your freedom. That's what governments normally do. Now, what leads credence to what the ukulele country was saying was that the women were being grape juiced. and being beaten and mistreated. Now, one would think, and this is just me talking out the side of my neck, one would think that if you know a war is there, you might want to leave. But there are some women like I'm standing next to my husband, and I get that. So they were being mistreated, and they were said that they were being mistreated. Now I get why, because you got people or men that were recently incarcerated, who knows for how long, and who knows how their mindset was. Then he goes on to say in the article was that he saw two people in his group. I'm not sure if they were under him or whether if they were on the same level as him. They were terminated because they refused orders. And there was a gentleman by the name of of Yevgeny Nezin. He was the one who used, well, the one, this guy ordered it for the other two. Then he took a sledgehammer and eliminated one, and they put it on video and circulated around social media, and that happened in November of 2022. So this was just recent because we're now in February 6th, and this article came out 3 days prior. Horrific, horrific. Presnozin said that he deserved to die. He deserved a dog's death. I I'm a humanist, so this stuff is like would blow my mind to see something like that, along with the average person who doesn't have any military experience and not. But Andre said he regrets because he volunteered. He wasn't told he volunteered and went and did certain jobs. So he, I guess, on somewhere within him, he believed he was doing the right thing. Now, he also grew up in an orphanage and he had a lot of run-ins with the law, mostly robbery, things of that sort. Now, that's not good. Robbery, you take their stuff, somebody else's stuff, that puts them in a disadvantage so that you can gain. But there is a lot going on. I just thought this was quite interesting and I thought it would be good to report on so that and I'm trying to be fair on all sides. I'm not pro ukulele and I'm not pro Russian waters. No, I'm just pro truth. So this guy was a part of a faction of the Russian waters group or military, and he's saying this is going on. So that leads credence to the ukulele country in what they're saying and why they need additional forces and help. Please like, subscribe.